Hey Steven, it's Logan at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield, Kentucky. I'm on the bottom lot here of the headquarters in Mayfield. If you were to go to the end of this dead end street right here, you would see more service centers like this one right here, as well as reconditioning facility, a wheel and tire shop, place we do lifts and stuff like that, and just our photo booth and all our different resources, because I'm here in Mayfield, our headquarters. This is the 16 Ram 2500 Bighorn Cummins diesel, and we're gonna walk around it, point out any dings and scratches and blemishes and things like that I see. Obviously, it's a used truck. We don't expect it to be perfect, but man, what little I've done with it, I drove it for just a second, looked it over real good. I think you're gonna be very pleased with the shape it's in. But again, not perfect. All of these vehicles are pre-owned, so they've all got their own dings, scratches, whatnot. As we look down the driver's side here, that's courtesy of a bird, so that'll come right off. Notice these real nice Ram factory wheels, the black wheels. They kind of give the truck a really good look. It's got a Firestone set of tires on it, and the tread on these is good, but they're not brand new. I'm gonna say those are, I'm gonna say that's probably 60% tread, maybe 60%. So you've got, you know, somewhere around in there, but you've got several years of driving before you'd have to do anything on that. I'm gonna say the front maybe closer to 50%, but not a real high profile tire. So the tread depth's not gonna be real deep to begin with, more of a radial tire, street tire. But yeah, very nice. Several years of driving on those before you'd have to do anything. I don't see any waviness in the paint, major dings, scratches, anything down this side, which is great. That mirror looks good. Notice something on the front bumper here. I'll get to that here in just a second. No hail damage on the hood. That looks good. The chrome up front is in really good shape. Not a lot of rock pecks or bug damage across there. I don't see any of the chrome peeling or anything like that. Got a ding right here. Looks like that right front caught something. It's got this scrape to go with it. But if I go to the other side of the wheel well, I really don't see anything. I don't see any signs of paint work. Certainly no waviness or anything. So I'm wondering if it was just a, you know, making a turn and catching something right here. But really good otherwise. Fog light, headlight, everything's good on that side. Same for that side. Truck sounds awesome. We'll pop the hood here in just a second. Passenger side looks great. Maybe a small ding right here underneath that corner of the window. That's me being pretty picky with it though. Looks great. All right, tailgate, awesome. One little scratch there. Back bumper looks good. Parking sensor straight ahead. Notice this plastic piece. This happens on a lot of these. The heat gets to it and just kind of bubbles up a little bit, but that's again, me being pretty picky. Nice and dry in the bed, so that tells you that bed cover is working. You know, light scratches, all the scratching on the surface there, no major craters, no big chunks out of it or anything like that. So looks pretty good in the bed. Prime for a drop-in bed liner, or maybe even a spray-in. Just have to go to a place to get consulted on that, if that's a good idea or not. This bed cover, you just flip this switch and that releases it, and then it's a rolling bed cover. It's not like a big trifold or anything like that. I like the roll because you can kind of customize it to where wherever you want it to stop. All right, let's do a quick look at the frame. Super clean under there. 16 model, you expect to see a little bit of that surface rust you're seeing, but we do that underspray on all of our vehicles. But I always tell people, you know, rust is rust, corrosion's corrosion. That spray is really just for photos. We don't want like the red clay staining or anything like that underneath them to look real bad. So that it kind of seals it up moving forward a little bit. Doesn't last a long time, but gives a little bit of a seal, and yeah, obviously makes it look nice and clean under there. WeatherTech mats, couldn't ask for more on that. They're kind of like the standard when it comes to floor mats, of course. Storage looks good. Nice and clean back here. That's a common thing with Rams, is these flimsy plastic pieces that kind of outline the cup holders. They are hard to get your hands on, and they're flimsy, they fall off. So a couple standard Ram things that I'm noticing, but no stains in the headliners, nothing like that. And maybe the coolest part we'll get to on the mileage here in just a second. You got your power seat, driver seat's firm. Looks like there was at one point a little rip there that's been stitched. It looks like it's pretty well done. Passenger seat looks good. No smells, doesn't smell like smoke or animal or anything like that. Real good WeatherTech mats in the front. 68,257 miles on it right now, and that is clutch, because that means it's still, so it's out of the factory coverage from Ram, but it's going to qualify for our factory type coverage that we sell here, the Total Care. So you'll have the option to add that to the truck, and what that is engine, transmission, of course, but then also alternator, battery, radiator, electronics, touchscreen, backup camera, parking sensors, ECM, PCM stuff, fuel pump. Like all these high dollar repairs can be done nationwide at any certified mechanic, not just a Ram dealer. You can go to a Ram dealer if you want, but any mechanic that wants to get paid to do the work, and there's no deductible, parts and labor both included. I am not a big warranty guy, but I have become a fan of that Total Care. I've bought it several times and it's been great. So big fan of that, and our goal is always to show you payment options both with and without that and let you decide. Pop that open. You got your heated seats, heated steering wheel. This truck is extremely nice and in very good shape. Not all used trucks are created equal. Some are easier to sell than others, let's just say it that way. This is one that kind of sells itself. So there's that backup camera. Everything's in working order here. This is awesome. Let's go under the hood and finish it up. Try not to oversell it, you know, and say like, hey, the truck's flawless, blah, blah, blah. It's not flawless. It's used. It's, you know, I've pointed out a few things, and there's probably a thing or two that I'll miss. But for the year and the miles, not sure I could say I've seen one better. It's really good. Couple small, I'm glad I looked up here, a couple small little dings up there, maybe some hail damage up there, but I certainly didn't see it on the hood. I'll check again here in a second. Yeah, a couple little across there. Let's look at this hood again just to make sure I didn't miss it. I'm looking with my eyes. I know the camera's not gonna pick them up, but no, I got nothing. Maybe a small one back over here, but very pleased. So let's go under the hood here if I can do this one-handed. There we go. I don't know an alternator from a radiator, so guys here laugh at me about that. Like I'll be the last to pick apart what I'm seeing here, but I have been taught and trained a little bit how to look for excessive rust or corrosion, or obviously you can hear the engine. There's no knocking, no ticking. That's great. Super clean through there. Gotta get in through those windows that the engine bay gives us. See all the way through and how clean it is. Even the battery terminals look great. Awesome. Very, very pleased. So there it is. 16 Ram 2500 Bighorn diesel here at Perkins Motorplex in Mayfield. Does qualify for our delivery program. We can send it to you. Let me know what else I can do to help. Awesome truck.